This is the effect of being with John Moxley.
Look at this, Ospreay. Look at the
Yes.
The book scrapes. Taking a page out of Joe's book. Disrespect. Just bodied Ospreay. Well, that's what happens. You disrespect a legend right there in Joe. You get bodied and shut down.
Joe's still feeling the effect. He's at one knee. Man, he is mad. Take a look at it.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do is piss Joe off. Tony, Joe's not just mad about Ospreay jumping the gun. Joe is mad about the disrespect he feels from Ospreay signing with the Death Riders when the odds had Joe's. When the odds had Ospreay's back.
And it's understandable. We talk so much about what a great champion and a great pro Joe has been throughout the years. You don't disrespect someone like that.
I'm telling you right now, you coming back from serious from serious neck surgery, from serious neck issues like Ospreay has, the last guy you want to share a ring with is Samoa Joe. Excellent point, Taz. Not only does Joe have that Kikina clutch, but that muscle duster. Ospreay has a 450 splash. 2. Well, Ospreay immediately looking for death ground. Yeah, excellent transition by Ospreay in an attempt of a Jujikatami, and Joe using the ring as his ally, getting that bottom rope to break the hold. Great match sense by Joe.
To your point you were talking about earlier, that's why we're seeing the urgency here from Will Ospreay.
And what Joe's doing here, going out of bounds, Shivani is very smart to slow down Ospreay. But can he slow down? I don't know. Will Ospreay, Sasuke special now.
Now the Wakita clutch locked in. The Wakita clutch.
And Ospreay trying to fight for his life. Back Joe up against the bell. Ospreay, the back of his neck.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Should have made him mad.
There's something else at play here too. Will Ospreay wants to obviously win this tournament. Will Ospreay wants to go to Wembley to fight for the title. He wants to go back home.
Just listen to this. Listen to this thump. That's a skull meeting. That was the back of Ospreay's skull. Bouncing off that barricade. And Ospreay, it seemed like the name of his game was to come out hot, to get the early advantage, maybe get a surprise victory on Samoa Joe, to go through this tournament, well, to get to the semifinals as quickly and as healthily as possible. But not just that. I mean, the thing is, look, Joe offered Ospreay an opportunity to be part of the odds, and Ospreay, in my opinion, showing no respect at all. Nothing. Instead, he wants to roll with the Death Riders and listen to Moxley. Okay, now you're paying. But, I mean, Taz, counterpoint, Ospreay, perhaps he felt like the Death Riders were able to prepare him better for what's next, better than the odds would be. I guess that's what Ospreay's thinking. It's his career, it's his choice. But like I said, now he's paying for it.
We have a broken nose as well. Ospreay just holding on to that nose. Everything now Joe is doing with such force.
Even the snapmare, he just wrenched the neck, plus of the injury to that neck and that spinal cord, and when you have issues like Ospreay has, I'm telling you from experience, man, it's no joke, and it's a massive target. Neck fusion surgery, the screws planted in the spine of Will Ospreay. Joe knows very well about it. The world knows very, very well about it. And you saw Joe clutching out with that nerve hold, and now just absorbing those elbow strikes from Ospreay. Rolls through rolling elbow. Drops Ospreay.
As great as Ospreay is, he cannot outpunch Joe.
No. And Joe's doing the right thing. You got to keep a guy like an athlete, special athlete like Ospreay on the ground, on the mat as much as possible. Avoid him flying around. Wrenching the neck of Ospreay, now stepping on the back of the knee. Well, Joe will just dissect your body. I mean, all the decades of success and experience that Joe has. I mean, he's having fun right now with Ospreay's neck. Tony, you mentioned Wembley Stadium All in London coming up later this summer. Sunday, August 30th in London. Ospreay, of course, went to challenge for the EW World Championship, as would Samoa Joe. But to do so, not only will these men have to go through one another, they'll have to go through either Mark Davis and Jack Perry in the semifinals. And Joe, quick series of shot, takes Ospreay off his feet. And then on the opposite side of the bracket, You've got Swerve Strickland and Bandito, Claudio Castagnoli and Brody King. There are no easy matches in this tournament.
Yeah, everybody is a tough. Everybody could easily be the next AEW World Champion. Easily.
Oh, nice counter there by Ospreay, though. I believe he got his knees up.
Yeah, Joe went for the senton.
Joe was being just a little bit too methodical that time. A little bit of confidence that he had after beating Ospreay down.
Well, I think you're right about that. Ospreay has a lot of fortitude. He's tough, man. He's got a lot of toughness in him. He's being tested, though, Excalibur, big time.
He certainly is. It was John Moxley that made the offer to Will Ospreay. He said, "We, the Death Riders, can turn you into a weapon like pro wrestling has never seen."
I think Ospreay knew that the Muscle Buster was coming right there.
That left arm, Joe Taz throughout his career has dealt with issues in that left arm. That's why it's almost consistently taped up in his matches.
Well, you're right. It's a bad secret that's kept. And I think Ospreay did his homework.
Leaping got him in gear. He took Joe off his feet.
Well, I got to give Ospreay credit. He fought back here to get both of them to a position where neither man can get to their feet at the moment. So you can kind of call it even at this moment.
Ospreay springs up to his feet. There's Joe on one knee. Ospreay is an arm breaker. So Joe receiving those chops. Now the hammer throw reversed by Joe. Ospreay comes back. Corkscrew kick. Down goes Joe. Ospreay. The cover. 2. Joe able to kick out.
Yeah, veteran kick out right there, popping the left shoulder up after eating a nasty kick to the face, as you'll see it right here.
Shows the quickness of Ospreay right here. Look at this, how quick he gets up and over.
And that heel caught Joe flush in the face. And now Ospreay had the double underhook. Maybe you think it's Stormbreaker, but it's a tough task with an athlete the size of Samoa Joe. So Ospreay instead changes to the kicks. Could be thinking for another Oscutter.
Oh, Will Ospreay looking for the Oscutter.
Joe covers, near leg is hooked, and Ospreay able to kick out.
That was vintage Joe right there. Look at the sense of urgency by Joe.
2. Ospreay kicks out to Joe immediately.
Great transition.
To a version of the Boston Crab. Now step over, total face lock. Cinched in. Samoa Joe wrenching back on the neck. The face of Ospreay.
Trapping the arm too, so you want to trap as many limbs as possible on the upper body to maybe get a tap out, but Will knows he's trying to get to that rope. Good overhook here.
Each and everything Joe does is just wrenching on the neck of Ospreay, many different angles. Look at this.
Extends the leg, gets the toe on the bottom rope to force the break from Samoa Joe. Tony, Samoa Joe is one of only 2 men to have held the TNT Championship and the AEW World Championship in his career. The other man is in our main event tonight against MJF. That's Darby Allin.
Wow. Yeah, top to bottom, we have such great athletes that just push their body to the limit here. Oh, God. How about that kick?
Yeah, that was a hell of a round kick by Joe.
It was.
Look at the stain that Joe is looking at.
Oh, and Ospreay waved him off.
Yeah, it looks like he's teaching a life lesson here to Will Ospreay.
Ospreay defiant back up. And Ospreay through gritted teeth now.
Wow, what will come back here?
Oh, Joe open hand shots momentarily. Now, elbow strike.
Oh my God.
Joe is lowering the boom on Will Ospreay here, gentlemen.
Yeah, like you said earlier, Shivani, you do not want to try to outstrike Joe.
Joe winds up. Ospreay floats over.
Styles Clash.
1, 2, no!
That was incredible. I can't believe he got Joe up like that.
How the hell he did it.
two.
No, Joe! Oh my God!
Just pure toughness by Joe, but excellent shot right there by Ospreay. You can see Will's eyes. He's locked in.
We'll do it again.
Do it again, but with no elbow pad this time. It'll be bone on bone as Ospreay. Oh, Joe! The power slam.
Known for that snap power slam. The hip rotation is the key on that. No one does that better than Joe, I promise.
Second time that Ospreay has taken a little bit too much time executing against Joe, and he paid for it. First was showing the ice cutter that Joe walked away from it, and there was the power slam. Twice.
We're sold out here at Louis Armstrong Stadium. 15,015 joining us. As Ospreay, La Mística. Well, very nearly instead.
Yeah, right back to that arm. He's going again for flying armbar here into the juju.
For death ground, as he calls it. But Joe, great submission defense. He has the S grip in tight as Ospreay trying to wrench those arms apart.
Oh, great. Joe just turned over.
Well, the key is you turn in and then stack it into the rear choke. But can Joe get enough pressure with that offense that's been put on that left arm, Excalibur?
The Coquina clutch, but Ospreay gets his hips to the outside of Samoa Joe's, and now Ospreay vaults backwards, pinning predicament. Two. Joe forced to relinquish the hold. Charges in, swinging a miss. Ospreay connects though. Ospreay charges.
Match is over, guys. That's it.
Another Wakita clutch locked in. The Wakita clutch.
But not within reach, Taz. No, it's close. Joe's got the legs in though, too. Will's attacking the grip, trying to get separation from Joe's arm to his throat.
The body lock is in tight. Ospreay, he's fading. You can see the hands dropping.
It's over now. Match is over, I'm telling you.
That's it. Whoa.
And that was impressive that Ospreay was able to do that. But, and there's a big but here, that hold was on a long time. That choke's on a long time. That takes major effect.
It takes major effect on Ospreay, Taz, but it's not without a cost to Samoa Joe either. If that injury to that left arm or the damage done to the left arm, Joe still, he had to have those muscles tensed and tight that entire time.
Yeah, fair point.
But Joe, he's got more weapons than the Coquina clutch.
Yeah, like a muscle buster, which he's got Ospreay set up for here. Oh, boy.
Oh, Samoa Joe looking for the muscle buster. Hidden blades.
To the back of the head. Ospreay. Two.
Yes!